There he is, Nick Turner. What's up, buddy? Can you hear me?
Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
Fantastic. Good to see you too. Look, oh, hold on. I got a banner for you too. Hold on.
You know, I'm just recalling a show I did for some kids. It was a high school graduation, and it was at this school, Crossroads. Do you know about this school?
Crossroads.
Yeah, it's one of these fancy ones.
Yeah, it sounds fancy. It sounds like a rehab center.
The kids are the principal, you know, and everyone, you know, it's all like celebrity kids and stuff.
Right.
And I was asked to do a show for their graduating class one year.
Okay.
And then my friend asked me to do it, and he asked me my rate. Oh, this is my favorite rate story.
Yeah, I love rates. I love rate stories. It's always like, well, what are you paying?
It's so insulting because guess what? They have a budget. Why don't you tell me what my rate is? Do you think every time I perform I make the same amount of money?
Right.
So I was like, okay, rich kids at a graduate. It's not an easy gig, and they're rich.
No.
So, you know, but it's in town. I said $500, and then he said, "Well, I can only pay you $100." I'm like, "What number did you think I might say?"
35.
How about $35? Money? That's not why I do this, dog. No, but
30. Yeah, I was hoping I could pocket the change. To be honest with you.
Anyway, it's hilarious, but I did it, you know, because
of course you did it. Yeah, I was going to say, you still got that number? I'll do that right now.
Well, it's funny. I mean, what show in LA are you going to turn down $100 to do?
Absolutely not. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, how else am I going to get the gas back home?
I went, and the show was fun. Their team had recently won the state soccer championships.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from nothing, bootstrapped it.
Yeah.
And so the thing about this school is, like, I guess it works, you know, everyone's so nice. And I was expecting the kids that you found in the chat room, but what I found were the nicest, sweetest bunch of kids. And so every now and then I would make fun of someone in the audience. And then every time another student would say something positive about that person I had just made fun of. Everyone guy's like, he's our lead scorer on the soccer team. Like, oh, that's not relevant.
Yeah. You jerk.
Yeah, they were a team against me.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Well, do you like the close up for? I never know what to do with the editing. Or do you want a little space? You know, that's a little too close for us. Let me back us up.
No, I need the wide.
Yeah, all right. Let's do the wide. Yeah, let's get right into it. So here you are, great comedian Nick Turner, but also my Dallas Cowboy insider. As I told us to see Jennings for, not too many people have friends that are Dallas Cowboy fans, and I found this out a little late in our friendship. I probably wouldn't have been friends with you if I knew beforehand, but it is okay. It isn't me leaving you out an olive branch. That's a great jacket, though. Explain your cowboy hood and his jacket up first.
Okay. Well, I was born in Fort Worth, Texas.
All right.
As you know, is pretty close to Dallas.
Great town. I do love Fort Worth. It's a great city, by the way.
They just lump it. You know, that airport's in Dallas.
Yeah.
They just throw Fort Worth on there.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't get anything.
No.
And the Cowboys don't play in Dallas. It's a sham.
It is a sham.
I understand that. So anyway, that's how
That's good. That's fair enough. That's one of the only acceptable answers of being a Cowboy fan.
No, for sure, because you know I really enjoyed as a kid the winning season.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Completely understandable.
I remember one time I actually had to bring to school a picture of me in Dallas Cowboy jammies as a toddler.
Yes.
To prove you know that I'm not a bandwagon kid. Because I grew up in Redskin country.
Ooh, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah,
listen, I was the same thing. I grew up obviously in Eagle country, but my parents moved down there from Connecticut. You know, I was full on Eagles, but my mom loved Roger Staubach. You know, who didn't? You know, he's Mr. All-American, and she gave me a Dallas Cowboy bathrobe when I was a little kid. No idea that I was going to get bloodied up in school, like it's babysitting, because like, what are you doing with that cowboy thing on? And it's like, oh, my mom got this for me. I was like, it's Roger Staubach, not knowing any better when I was 3, and that lasted one day at a sleepover, and then it got burned.
Yeah. This is a throwback that I got that my ex gave me, and that's why we broke up. I said I wanted new, but she said it was more expensive. I don't get it.
Right.
And
that's a throw. You wanted new. They wanted a throwback. Fuck that relationship.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of like an '80s cowboy. That's a Danny White Cowboys. I like that.
Oh no, it's beautiful. But you didn't know I was a Cowboys fan because this is the only gear I have, and we live in a climate that doesn't allow me to wear this ridiculous jacket. This is a Michigan jacket.
Yeah. No, it's awful. It's and you shouldn't be safe. I mean, I feel everyone should be able to express themselves and live their lives. You know, pronouns, whatever it is, however God made them, unless they're Cowboy fans, and they should live in fear and constantly.
I'm actually incredibly hot, and I'm going to take it off.
All right, if you don't want the clip, that's fine. All right, go for it. Oh, with the shorts is a great look. This is amazing. Yeah, drape it, put it in there.
Anticipate the shorts being on screen.
This is exactly how. I mean, this is very Liberace green room right here with the Cowboys jacket, the gold jacket. Oh my God, this is a fantastic look, incredible. All right, let me.
Believe me, I want the clip, buddy.
No, you're getting a clip. Trust me. My 90% of my life is editing these fucking clips for reals that nobody gets to see. You will get a clip. That's a great look for it. That's definitely what we need to look. All right, let's get into these Dallas Cowboys. We got a little slideshow right here. Dallas football. Now, when we talk Dallas Cowboys, they are, of course, the most profitable organization in sports. They are America's team.
Hey, a little respect. All right.
And they're owned by this son of a bitch right here, Jerry Jones, of course. What now? As a Cowboy fan, do you fight that Jerry Jones is your owner? Do you like it? I mean,
no. I love the teeth from Texas. Guess what, bud? How much is your team worth?
Yeah, I know, right? And I think he's definitely slid into that because he used to be like, oh, that's his life. Before he dies, he wants to win one more Super Bowl, and now I think he's just like, you know what? I don't care as long as I make the most money. That's how I win. Which is like, I get it. I mean,
yeah. Well, the ethos of the Cowboys does not work, with a successful football team because they're too concerned about image. Mm-hmm. And they're very successful at that. And obviously, don't pay your cheerleaders long enough, you get to $1 billion.
Yes, the cheerleaders, the TV show, the stadium, real quick. They were
willing to hire, a certain element. They don't want, sexual abusers and murderers on their team, which that's not how you win championships.
No. Dallas has always been the moral superior team, if I've always recalled that for sure.
Well, I mean, a couple of guys later we found out. We found out about Michael Irvin too late.
Michael Irvin's an angel compared to some.
Isn't it crazy that he's now just a hero?
Yeah, love Michael Irvin. Now,
he's got to fight that piece of shit Stephen A. Smith.
Well, I know. And now there's a story about him in a hotel, and now we initially defend Michael Irvin. Like, well, let's see the tape. I bet he was very nice about it because he's been through so many things, and they were right. He's proven innocent on that.
People change so much.
They do, and so does he. I mean, it all depends on which bag of coke he's got. Sometimes it's an up, or sometimes it's personable, sometimes it's not.
He came into my H&M once.
Who did? Michael Irvin?
Michael Irvin.
Now, your H&M, you owned it, worked there, or the one you shopped at all the time?
Yeah. Well, okay. I own it now. I was leasing.
All right. Fair enough. That's where you got that gold jacket?
I worked in 2003 at the flagship H&M in the country.
Humble brag.
On Fifth Avenue in New York.
Yeah.
I earned $9 an hour.
Oh.
And one day, Michael Irvin came in with his buddy. I don't know if you know this guy, Neon Deion Sanders.
Deion. He does not like nicknames. He used to like nicknames, but now he doesn't like nicknames from Colorado reporters. But yes, I know.
He did not express that to me personally.
Okay.
But he did previously shove my head in a cake for not referring to him as Neon. We used to be very close. And they were wearing floor-length furs.
Let me hear that. Let me take off Jerry Jones to hear this story. Go ahead. Floor-length furs. Both of them?
Yes. Sunglasses. I don't know, hats in my memory. But floor length furs for sure. To shop at H&M where a T-shirt costs $9.
That's amazing.
They're shopping on Fifth Avenue.
Did they buy anything?
I seem to. I think I remember they bought a beanie. One of
them. Okay, makes sense.
I mean, it was bonkers.
Yeah. They had been that had been a heck of a day in the break room of H&M on Fifth Avenue.
Buddy. Oh God, I didn't even need that $9 that day.
Nice. So generally, how are you feeling about your Cowboys this year? They were 12-5 last year. They won a division. They were humiliated by Jordan Love and the Packers, of course. The total is 10.5 wins this year. That means it's 11. That'll be tough. 18-1 to win the Super Bowl, which, as you know, they haven't done since 1995. And there's been no back-to-back NFC East division winner since 2004, which was the Eagles. Plus 180 to win division. What's your general, before we get into how do you feel about the Cowboys coming into this year?
Well, I feel weird about your choice of stats.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like they do have more. Cherry picked all the negative stuff, but yeah, no, they haven't won in a while.
But they're a chance. They're right. But, it's with the Cowboys, it's always Super Bowl or bust. That's why I got to put that there,
No, of course. Fuck them. But they don't do good. How do I feel about their chances this year? I feel incredible about their chances to make 1-2 weeks of the playoffs.
Well, that'd be great. That's what they do. They get to the playoffs, but then they lose spectacularly. They always have. I'll give the Cowboys this. They're very entertaining, but they always lose in a very Cowboy way somehow. Where it's very entertaining, and they give the haters a lot of material. So I applaud them for that. They know their role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of roles, before I get past Jerry Jones, I got to talk about, because when they show him in the booth, there's nothing more tilting for me than that. I don't wish for terrorist attacks, but if there was going to have one, I wouldn't mind it in the owner's booth during a Cowboys game. That whole thing with when them cheering. But this is what I think of Jerry Jones. He's like the Forrest Gump of racism. Like anytime there's an historical racist picture, like the like the Selma, going on down there.
He's in the background of that Justin Trudeau blackface.
Exactly right. Like anytime there's an historical racist photo, there's a young Jerry Jones there, a middle-aged Jerry Jones throughout the years, and then there's him doing the fake knee after the Kaepernick. I mean, everything about him is just disgusting. But he's hilariously doused as oil salesman. From the day he came in and fired Tom Landry. Look at him back there. I mean, God damn it. But
just from the day he shot the heart out of the organization.
That's what I mean. And he's just a Texas oil man, and you gotta love it though. I like a stereotype, and whenever people complain about, oh, your owner sucks, I say, okay, well, tell me who the good billionaires are who I should like.
Millionaires. So, he would spit in your fucking face if he heard you say that.
Exactly right. And
you know that billionaire that died on that yacht last week. There was
hilarious. Well, I like that. Always brings us together when rich people die on pleasure cruises and stuff like that.
Daughter died too. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to publicly come out.
We like to skip the daughter, but yeah. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
But one criticism was that the boat was a small yacht. And now I think that the thing that all billionaires are taking away from that is you got to have a bigger yacht. And Jerry Jones was one of the biggest. And that is why they are going to the Super Bowl.
I like that. An Italian seaman crashed. I remember it's like, I guess it was like just not malpractice, but bad captainship. Italians are very bad seamen. Very underrated. Anyway.
Wow, buddy.
Yeah, let's move on to, I can say that because I hate Italians. The point is, let's get into your Cowboys here a little bit. Mike McCarthy, your head coach, what do you feel about him? He's 53 to 1 to win Coach of the Year. People just hate him. He's one of the favorites to get fired first. I can't believe he wasn't fired after that playoff game last year. But Jerry Jones just likes a coach he can control. And did you know this? Bill Belichick is even money to be your coach next year. What would you feel about that?
That's insane because can we learn a lesson from Biden? It's not the same. You can't go back.
But Belichick looks spry. Look at him in this Ring camera, leaving his 25-year-old girlfriend's house that night. I
don't know. It's just hard to get excited about Belichick in the post Tom Brady years. He just doesn't. He doesn't stink the same.
What do you think of Mike? What do you think of Mike McCarthy?
Mike McCarthy obviously needs to be put down. You can't do. You have to win in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah,
you can't lose always.
It's true.
Always.
And he did win a Super Bowl, but right, that was with Aaron Rodgers. He's a terrible playoff coach, and I love how he's the one who took the year off, from Green Bay, and he sold Jerry and everyone to get a job by saying, I took that year off by hunkering down in my guest house and just watching tape. So I kept up to date. Yeah, how about you fucking see your daughter's goddamn recital?
I took that year off and didn't take it off.
Right, to watch shit. Why don't you watch your daughter's recital?
I took that year off to yell at my daughter. She was being a real kid.
So I like plus 750 to get fired first, but Jerry won't do that during the regular season. Who knows? He likes to keep in the news, but
he don't like drama.
Yeah. Let's get on to all right. So let's go to Dak Prescott. What a great name, Dak, by the way. He 21-1 to win MVP, 26-1 to lead the league in interceptions. I kind of like that. Remember that one year?
You say those stats with kind of a happy tone, and it's funny to hear them.
Well, it's surprising. 26-1 to win most interceptions. That's middle of the pack. And that one year, he led the league in interceptions, and he only played like half the season. But he's going to be a free agent after this year.
Well, you know why he's not going to get interception king? Because, his foot's going to fall off again. He's wearing a boot around. What the fuck? That does not make me feel good.
He's got the old boot on his foot, and he's one of the first guys who's like telling Dallas almost to fuck off in free agency. I don't remember anyone really doing that. Like, he's just going to test the market, and I guess he's going to be the Raiders quarterback. I don't know, but what do you think?
That seems likely.
What are your thoughts on Dak? Should they re-sign him, or you want to let him go?
I just feel like he's got a real great Vegas name, Dak. I think he would fit in at Vegas. And I'm gonna echo what I said about Mike McCarthy. Is he's had too many chances. I mean, how many fucking years do we need to watch the same guy lose for no reason? We can get another number 12 to number 15 ranked quarterback. Way cheaper.
I know, but I don't know if he can. That's the thing. Dak is he puts up numbers, but he does fail miserably in the playoffs. But that's what I like about him. See, that's why I need Dak to stay on the Cowboys.
Like as an Eagles
I enjoy it from him. He's just hilarious. But I tell you what, they did just sign CeeDee Lamb. That's him reacting after he got his enormous contract.
Imagine if they hadn't signed CeeDee Lamb. They wouldn't be able to play in the season. They'd be taken off the ballot every week.
$136 million. Good for CeeDee Lamb, and he is literally your only weapon you have. I think it seems like they seem a little shallow behind CeeDee Lamb. They brought back Ezekiel Elliott though. That speaking of not being able to go back, what do you think of bringing old Zeke back?
I think that I don't want anyone to talk to me about the fact that he was gone. I like that the team seems complete.
Yeah.
Also, I'm optimistic because you know how the Cowboys don't have murderers and rapists and stuff.
Right, they don't do that.
And got on the hand job murder squad for a year. Yeah. And figured out how to win a Super Bowl. And now he's back with secrets.
I like that. Zeke, he got suspended for sexual assault, and it was kind of a bullshit story. I mean, he has a record of doing other things, I guess. Would have got him,
football players.
But it's funny. But he didn't cooperate with the NFL investigation because he doesn't have. I'm sure his lawyer told him to do that because you don't have to. They're not the law. NFL thinks they're the law, but they're not, which is always funny. So because he didn't cooperate with their investigation, they just suspended him. And well, fuck you. So he kind of got railroaded in that. And I say this because before the Eagles-Patriots Super Bowl, I was in Vegas.
Because the same thing's happening to me right now, and I want to talk to you guys about it.
I was at the Win or the Encore, the poker room, and he was by Ezekiel Elliott. This is late at night, like 2 or 3 in the morning, and he was by himself in a high roller playing blackjack by himself. And as I was leaving, I was a little drunk, and I'm wearing all Eagles gear. But I said, Zeke, Zeke, you got totally fucked at that whole rape thing. I'm an Eagles fan, and I'm saying this. probably didn't like that way of language, but I stand behind that. He got totally railroaded, that whole rape deal with him. It wasn't a rape deal, it was a sexual assault. But anyway, the point is, and he gave me a thumbs up. He didn't give me a thumbs up. He said, security,
well, that's crazy. I don't know why you stopped drinking.
Yeah. I would do that dead sober for sure. No, I'm just But anyway, he's 501. He gained a little weight, but haven't we all when we come back a little bit? A lot of people are joking if he tried to jump in that Salvation Army bucket again, he'd get stuck this time. That's not me saying that. That's what the internet likes to say. The point is, CeeDee Lamb's going to have another monster year. He signed a contract late. Zeke, I like to see him come. I like when teams bring back the old band. That's all,
Yeah, no, it's fun. I don't want to watch someone who's not a celebrity. Sorry. Right. I don't want to go watch a movie starring a bunch of the director's friends.
Right. Who's your son's name? Rico Dodwell? Whatever. Get the hell out of here.
Jesus
we got a guy named Zeke. All right.
Yeah. No. Zeke's back and he's great. And he ate Ramondre Stevenson's lunch, and he's back to eat the Eagles' lunch next.
He literally ate his lunch. That's correct. And now he is. So the defense will be all right. Let's see. They lost. Well, they got Mike Zimmer as a new defense coordinator. He had an eye patch because Dan Quinn went to Washington to become the coach. They got Micah Parsons, who is the favorite to be Defensive Player of the Year. He's also into the podcast world. God, I mean, why do they have to fucking just get out of our world? You guys are already superstars.
Hey, guess what? They need money too. Everybody doesn't have enough money.
Everybody doesn't have enough money. Great T-shirt slogan there. That's great. All right, here's the schedule real quick. And there's Roger Staubach, my mom's favorite player of all time, and the reason why I got beat up as a kid. We don't have to break down the schedule. Of course, there's tons of primetime games because you are the Cowboys. What do you think of that Week 1 opener at Cleveland? What's your prediction for there?
Oh, well, Cleveland is done. Here's my prediction. Cowboys win every game.
Okay.
Lose first game of the playoffs.
I like that. So 17-0.
Yes.
Which I hope would earn them the bye. That would earn them the number 1 seed bye. And then is there a way they could go undefeated and like not play another undefeated team or whatever? They some kind of tiebreaker and would have a 2 seed. Anyway, all right, 17-0. 1 seed. I'm looking at that schedule. I don't see any problem there. A couple weak sisters, and they'll run the table and then lose
I don't
to
see
what?
The Chiefs in there.
And
I don't see any AFC teams in there. That's weird.
And then they lose to what? The Tampa Bay Week 1, the first playoff game?
God. Yeah.
That'd be amazing. That's hilarious.
We might lose that bye even.
Yeah, to tell you what, the bye, you guys maybe tricky bye, and I know we're joking, but you lose the bye week, but the old Cowboys, the bye week was the scariest week of the schedule because that's when your Michael Irvins and your Nate Newtons are driving coke and drugs and guns across state lines.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we're the best at it.
Just looking at
I don't really know what these other teams are up to. I don't know what Cleveland's doing right now.
Right.
It probably would take too long for you to explain it to me.
What Cleveland's doing? Well, they're hoping Deshaun Watson. They're clearing everything. Deshaun Watson cares about football or is good at football. They're not even sure if this guy's even good.
They're only concerned about football? Okay, well, that's concerning.
I know. Well, they're saying Deshaun Watson, now that he doesn't get those massages anymore, is not good at football. Kind of like when Tiger Woods, couldn't have sex with Perkins waitresses anymore, and he was bad at golf for a little bit.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if I were the coach, and I'm not, but if I were,
wait, for our listeners at home, you are not the coach, right?
I'm not currently, no. Okay. Nor have I ever been the coach.
All right.
But here's what I would do. Okay, I would set up a fake massage parlor, employed with sex workers.
Yes.
So because he has to think that they don't want it. And so that's it. You pay, you get a real good 401k going for all the ladies.
So you would do this, you would set up this massage parlor in around the Cleveland area and just get Deshaun Watson to go there?
I think it may have to be mobile.
Yes.
Because he's going to need it in a lot of cities.
I have to give a shout out to Erin Matson, who said she wanted to open up a tanning salon in Cleveland called LeBron's. which would be a fun little
Oh,
thing.
that's good.
Yeah, LeBron's. That's not quite massage parlor, but it's in that same milk. I bet there's some shenanigans going on in massage parlors. You go back in tanning salons and those back rooms there.
Yeah, well, no one's ever invited me.
No one's ever invited me to your illegal sex party.
I've never seen a sex worker that wasn't like literally shaking it in the middle of the street, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know where the good ones are, and that's really why I came here today.
All right, fair enough. So we wrapped up the schedule, 17-0 for the Cowboys, first round playoff exit. Thank you, Nick Turner, for recapping the Dallas Cowboys season for us.
Well, we didn't even get to the practice squad.
I heard you're doing some research. You listened to some pods on the way down the coast. And
Well, we have a giant celebrity on the practice squad now, and it's really weird.
Really? Who's a celebrity?
Dalvin Cook.
Oh, Dalvin Cook. I just saw that. I saw him working out. I saw him working out with a medicine ball, which is never good. Your career is always over when you're like, whoa, look what he's doing to this medicine ball.
Look at him. He's on 2 feet.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. Yeah, that's fun. Dalvin Cook. Like you said, he's a name. So let's get him out there.
Yeah.
I appreciate Nick Turner. You do stand-up comedy. Where else can the degenerates and everyone at home see more of Nick Turner? I have your handles going on, scrolling down there. Nick Turner's at Instagram and on X.
I'm going to be in Denver, all over Denver Comedy Lounge, starting November 8th, and I got shows till November 16th.
Okay, why don't you say that one more time, but into the microphone? This time face the computer and into the microphone.
Okay, that makes sense.
Instead of looking back at the wall where your dates are on Post-it notes.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. You have too much information about my wall.
Well, I just played poker there recently, but anyway.
I will be at the Savage Henry Comedy Festival in Humboldt, where 14 people live. If any of them listen to this, come on out. I'll be in Denver from November 8th to November 16th at a ton of different places, starting at the Denver Comedy Lounge during the weekend. Come on out.
Yes, and we can follow those, I'm sure, on your socials. I love that. All right. Well,
I will not be posting about it any other place.
Can they come by your apartment and look at your wall where the Post-it notes are? That's where you post it. That's where you literally post it on your wall.
Yes, they're all on my wall. So people come to me anytime, idiots. And also, I'm sorry, I wanted to wait till this was over but I am a little too hot. I'm gonna take it
up. Oh my God, I can't believe it. He's got another gold underneath. I can't believe we almost got through this segment. You didn't do this bit. That's what pro. Oh, luckily this isn't live, so I'll edit all this up later, but fantastic. I love a physical bit, and I can't believe you took this long to get to that one. That's amazing.
You got to take something for the end.
2 golds and a starter jacket. That's how you come in to the box. All right, Nick Turner, appreciate it. And I'd like to say go Cowboys. For you, I'll say go Cowboys.
Hey, go Cowboys.
Yeah, that's enough. Get out of here.